Hello everyone and welcome to another learning topic of pharmaceuticals. Today we will discuss a very complex and very complicated topic. Here you can see some parameters: aseptic process simulation, broad trials, broad fields, process simulations, simulated product fields and media field case. So what is all this? Are there really different methods, different processes or different techniques in the pharmaceuticals? Friends, I am Nimesh Mistry and today we will decode all these complexities so that we can easily learn and understand about this topic. First of all, let me tell you that all these methods, processes or techniques are not different, but they are only a process. It is only one process, but different pharmaceuticals are using different names and different terminology. They are synonyms of one process. And today we will consider this as media field test. So what is media field test and why it is necessary? A media field test is the performance of an aseptic manufacturing process using a sterile microbiological growth medium in place of the solution or in place of the product. It confirms that the facility is properly designed to manufacture a sterile finished product under aseptic conditions, and there is no chance to produce bacteria, fungal or any other microorganisms during product is being manufactured. Media field tests include formulation, preparation, compounding, filtration and filling with suitable media. This test is made to ensure that the regular process for commercial batches repeatedly and reliably produce the sterile finished product. Media field test is performed by sterile pharmaceutical product manufacturers such as injectable manufacturers, ophthalmic manufacturers, otic preparation manufacturers, nasal preparation manufacturers, pulmonary preparation manufacturers, etc. And it is done for both sterilization methods, terminal sterilization and filtration sterilization. Today we would consider filtration process which is done under aseptic condition. So let's get detailed information about media field test. What are the steps, tests and parameters involved in media field test? So first, design. Media field test is a process representative of all routine and commercial production batches. So design the facility as no factor will affect production or product quality, so that not even a single product will be contaminated by the environment, materials, personnel, machineries, etc. There are many factors those affect the product quality or production. So to understand those factors, we divided those factors into two parts or into two types. First, internal factors and second, external factors. Internal factors mean all the factors or part of factors those take important role in manufacturing, preparation, compounding, filtration and filling activity. We understand it with the help of an example. Suppose one sterile eye drops to be manufactured and therefore the pre-requirements are WFI, sterile API, sterile nitrogen gas, sterile compressed air, sterile membrane and glass filters or sterile bottle, vials, caps, etc. Now internal factors are if any one of the above do not meet the specification and cause the product to fail, then it is called internal factors. Here are some examples of internal factors. Suppose PMC of WFI is out of specification, so internal factor is TMC. The API used is not of standard quality, so internal factor is standard quality. Non-sterile nitrogen or compressor are used, so internal factor is non-sterile, and non-compatible membrane filter or glass filter are used, that internal factor is compatibility. Now external factors. External factors are those which play supporting role in or during manufacturing of sterile product, like in classified areas, control environments, viable and non-viable particles, temperature, humidity, material movement, man behavior, gowning, degowning procedure, entry-exit procedure, etc. If all those factors are not controlled, then they are a major cause of product failure, as they are the main cause of product contamination. Now, main thing is that for media fill test, internal factor must be complied. It confirms that aseptic condition is maintained throughout the entire sterile product being manufactured, and there is no external factor that can influence or affect this condition. Now, media preparation, filtration and filling sealing. Media preparation is carried out in grade C environment, when filtration is carried out in grade A environment surrounded by grade B. Same, filling sealing activity is carried out in grade A environment surrounded by grade B. Now, starting point and end point of media fill test. The point of product and component sterilization to final closure sealing of the primary container. Here, product, component and solution sterilization is the starting point and container closure is the end point. Types of media fill and how many runs. There are two types of media fills. First, startup. For startup, 3 consecutive successful media fill tests are performed when qualifying a new facility, new filling line or new process. But it must be performed before starting the routine manufacturing. And second, ongoing and periodic. Each aseptic product processing line required to have a periodic media fill. Frequency should be at least every 6 months. At least one satisfactory media fill simulation run shall be executed on each line. Environmental monitoring, personnel monitoring and intervention monitoring. Environmental monitoring to be performed for 2 types of particles, non-viable particles and viable particles. Personnel validation is done with gowning validation, and intervention monitoring to be done for routine intervention. It is also called inherent intervention, and non-routine intervention. It is also called corrective intervention. So first, non-viable particles. Non-viable particle test is performed with the help of particle counter, and limit and criteria of respective areas are given in this table. Non-viable particle test to be performed for at rest condition and in operation condition. Viable microbial monitoring. There are 2 sampling procedures for viable microbial monitoring. First, active sampling, and it is done with the help of air sampler. Then passive sampling, it is also called Chattel plate method, and it is done with the help of Petri dish. Limit and criteria of viable particles are given in this table. Personnel monitoring. Personnel monitoring to be performed by personnel validation, and validation to be conducted for gowning, degowning, movement, behavior and discipline in classified areas, grade A and grade B areas. Contact and rodent plate method to be used for personnel validation, and monitoring shall be done for armpits, chest, shoulders, elbows, waist, thighs and finger tip. Limit and criteria of validation is given in this table. Intervention monitoring. As I told you, intervention monitoring to be performed for 2 types of interventions. First, routine intervention and non-routine intervention. Routine interventions are aseptic assembly, container replacement, equipment setup, filling waste checks and adjustment, recharging stoppers, environmental monitoring sampling, shift changes, breaks, etc. And non-routine interventions are replacing equipment component, container breakage, picking up fallen units, correcting stopper jams, changing out filling needles or equipment, clearing rejected units, maintenance work, changing out of filter, tube, pumps, etc. Method and incubation condition. It is generally accepted to incubate at 20 to 25 Celsius for 7 days, and after the first reading, again incubate it at 30 to 35 Celsius for further 7 days. So total minimum incubation time is 14 days. Prior to incubation, the container with microbiological growth medium should be inverted or otherwise manipulated to ensure that all surfaces, including the internal surface of the closure, are thoroughly weighted by the medium. The container should not be completely filled with medium in order to provide sufficient oxygen for the growth of obligate aerobes. I suggest filling the container to 60 to 75% of its capacity. Container should not be overlaid with inert gases. Filling units and observations. When filling fewer than 5,000 units, no contaminated unit should be detected. When filling between 5,000 to 10,000 units, one contaminated unit should be result in an investigation including consideration of a repeat media filling. See, listen, many pharma experts are confused about this point and they do not even know what to do, what not to do. So I just clear this confusion. In this sentence, if one contaminated unit is detected, then it must be investigated. But before investigation, if you find out the cause of this non-conformity and you have a strong evidence that prove, yes, because of this error or because of this intervention, this NC has been created, then you do not need to do repeat media fill. Just take corrective and preventive action and close this non-conformity. But B, when two contaminated units are detected, then they must be investigated followed by revalidation. Now when filling more than 10,000 units, one contaminated unit is detected, then it must be investigated but without consideration of repeat media fill. But when two contaminated units are detected, they must be investigated followed by revalidation. Disposal of media filled containers. After completion of incubation and successful growth promotion of media, all vials must be destroyed or destructed. And for that, open the vials and pour the media in container, this container having a 5% saline solution. Then, all empty vials shall be kept in another container, this container also having 5% saline solution. Give the contact time of 1 hour, then discard the media in drain. Empty vials, caps and seals shall be sent to scrapyard for destruction. Different pharmaceuticals are using different methods for disposal of media filled containers. Many are using by autoclaving method or many use dilution method. But whatever method is used, that method must be validated. Next, container closure integrity test. How to assure the integrity of container closure configuration. The integrity of particular container closure configuration should be assured by filling the container with sterile growth medium and inserting the container in a growth containing approximate 10:6 CFU per ml of suitable microorganisms. Now, remove the container after submersion for a recognized period of time. Then disinfect the outer surface of this container with 70% IPA or any other disinfectant and incubate for 14 days. If growth is present, then it indicates a failure of the container closure system. Container closure system is not a part of media fill test, but it must be performed. It must be performed at the stage of finished product shelf life stability program. How many tests to be performed during media fill test? So minimum tests to be performed during media fill test are growth promotion test of media, sterility of media, physical parameters of transparent vials, tubes and tubes etc. in their sterility, non-viable particle count, viable particle count, and it is performed by both methods, active and passive, personal validation and leak test. Nowadays, as per CGMP, Video recording is mandatory for media field test and it is done during the entire media field test activity. It is one of the best tools to find out or to detect any error, any interference or any intervention occurred during the media field test. So friends, today we have decoded a complex and complicated topic, media field test, and I am sure by watching this video you will get enough material or you will get enough knowledge to do media field test at your side very easily. Thank you for watching this video and we will meet again with new topic of pharma. Thank you.